Hello again, this is the Pleasant Imperfectionist coming to you guys with another video. I know I have been MIA for a little while, but I did want to come on so that I can be consistent with the information that I'm giving to you guys on this channel. Hopefully you guys have been having a good couple of months. I can tell you a little bit about what I have been doing, but I also want to stay in tune so that I can encourage you to be the best that you can be despite your insecurities and imperfections. As my fellow imperfectionistas, you don't want to hold those things too hard against yourself so that you cannot accomplish your goals. Before I forget, I do want to say, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you can be notified when new content is uploaded to the channel. Now, let's just get into it. I've been MIA because I have been doing the ride share situations. There's a couple out there, and I don't want to just kind of give all of the information out because I do want to test a couple to see if they're going to be good for me. However, what I'm noticing is that there are pros and there are cons within it, and I do feel that there is more that you can do together with the rideshare experience to generate an income that can be sufficient or efficient for your family, depending on what it is that you're looking for. And for me, it was giving me a couple of things to help me along my path and my journey to become who it is that I am trying to become. Now, with the rideshare experience, I was supposed to do some videos to post so that you guys can see what it is that I do while I do it, what I do in the meantime when I don't have a lot of business and things like that going on, what I do to prepare for my data so that I can have a clear concept of what it is that I have going into well, it's considered as an independent contractor, you basically have your self-employment or whatever, so you have to keep up with your expenses and things like that. And I've been doing a lot of those things. So just like YouTube, just like any other job, just like rideshare experience and things like that, there are always just more than one thing that you have to do in order to maintain the job. And even if you're working for someone else, there is a part of that job that someone else does, but you don't see it. And it is an essential of keeping the business up and running. Now, I do want to say that what I have going on is hopefully it can help someone out. I don't know, but for me, being not consistent with it, but more of having a system to keep up with everything that I am doing, whether it's my my iPad or my laptop or my iPhone or my journals, because what it's going to say is that I have a lot of journals, and my journals give me an idea of what it is that I'm doing. I don't necessarily bring them with me. I try to, like these are papers that I have coming from the school of updates for the progress reports and meetings, IEP meetings, or ARD meetings and things like that. I have a bunch of these envelopes and things like that. Okay, so I got cut off, but I want to finish this video so I can move forward. And that is one of the reasons why I was having difficulties with creating content, is to get familiar with the equipment that I'm using, how to upload the content, and also edit the content so that it can be according, like, so that they can have the content that it needs in the flow that I want it to be in. But also, before I get off this, I just want to give you guys an idea of what I'm doing so that we can be able to move forward and on to the next video. So these are my little notebooks, and They give me information, but I do want to talk a little bit fast forward just because I don't know why it does that. But this just gives me an idea of, just note taking and things like that. And I am working on my organizational skills so that I can keep up with the data that I collect, so that I can also reflect on it at a later time. And that is very important to be successful in whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's work, life, school, parenting, whatever it is. Keep up with it and then reflect, so that way you'll know the changes that you've been going through, so that you can notate your progress, and also be able to make notifications or data, so that you can be able to set new goals. So some of this is like bills, some of this is just ideas, kind of like, I don't know why I did that, but I came up with some idea, but I didn't move forward with it, so I'm just gonna leave that there. So I guess I was just in one of those moments where I got very inspired, so that was an inspirational task. But although it was a good idea, it's just what goes into those type of ideas was just a little bit more than I can put into it to commit myself to it or whatever. So some of these are just, notes of what I had done at school or at these schools for the kids, so that it would be not necessarily on my mind throughout the week, so that I can be able to move forward with whatever it is that I'm doing. So I would first notate it, it was recording, and then I would take digital notes, and then I would go home and write it down, so that I can know what it is that I'm looking forward to next. And then I also notated my calendar. Those are things that I've learned over the years. I wasn't very diligent about it. It's not like I didn't have the skills, I just didn't have the patience and the time to be able to notate and organize and things like that. I was just probably just getting through the situation so that I can pretty much survive. When you're going through a lot of things that are hectic, just one thing after the next, and you're not able to sit down and focus on whatever it is that you're doing, it can be overwhelming, and it can be challenging or become challenging, because you don't have the ability to be able to look back at whatever it is that you were doing, or to be able to write down and make goals, so that you can focus on little things at a time. Everything that I had done before, they were always jam-packed into, like, every day I'd have so many things that I could do and had to do because it was necessary, but I never had the time to actually do them. So I was just getting through it as best I can, but some things just weren't getting done as best I could do it, or maybe, the best that it could have been done. And that's the same thing with now. It's the same situation. It's just I choose my battles now. I choose whether I want to focus on making something super complete, or just complete the task so that I can move forward and, finish with that goal. Like, my goal can be the minimum goal instead of the maximum goal, you see. And that is what I've been doing of lately. And so all of these things are maximum goals, but I break them down into minimal goals. And then at the end, I go back and I sort of list it, say like this, I'm trying to register for school. So I have here some of the things that I'm going to need to think about before I start to schedule. Here I have, like, I know you can't really see it because it's backwards and all that stuff, but this little block is just like little blocks of situations that I would go through, and all of this information, just tells me, whatever it is that I needed to notate, so I can remember some of those things, because I have so many things going on. I can't remember every password, every, not necessarily password, but I don't write passwords, I write usernames and things like that down, so that I can remember if it's different than what I've been using. Normally, just like anybody, it would be similar. Excuse me, so you don't have to really necessarily write it down. But I notated my goals on what classes I think that I should take or might have to take, because they would require it within within that plan. But I also notated some into the direction that I want to go to. within the communication disorders, um, or speech pathology program. And although I have taken a semester off and I went over all these plans, and I went over it little at a time. So now that I'm faced with this other situation, it's not that I can't make up my mind, within the little time that I have. It's not a problem. I just want to make sure that I go in the direction that I want to go into, so that I have these little few things that on the back here, that I have to go through, and I have another little paper over there just to give me an idea. Well, actually, it's in here, but it's in another section, because I had to separate it, because I didn't want to combine it together. And I also had a list of scholarships that I could apply for, and the dates and the times, so that I can be on that. And that's another reason for the ride share, because the school that I want to go to, it's not a private, well, it's a private university, but the amount of aid that I would receive would be not enough. So I wanted to make sure that I had something in place so that I can be able to cover the expenses that I would have going forward. I have a page here. I have some recipes, which is cool. Like, that's good. And I have some makeup ideas and things like that that I wanted, and some of the makeup options that I've tried. And a lot of these things have been checked off, because as you can see in the videos, I started to come together as in what I wanted and what I liked and what I didn't like, so I can make changes there. So with the school thing, I have to make a decision on which minor I want to choose. And if I choose the second major, then I won't have to do so many electives, because all of the classes that are required for the second major will be counted as electives for the first major. So it's kind of like a double thing, which is great. And I want to show you guys my favorite pencils. I love these pencils. These are my favorites. Every year I buy a new pack, because it has like the little eraser on here, and I like the shape of the pencil, so it gives me everything. I love these. And this is my last one. My kids take them and they use them for a little while, and then it's mechanical, and they push up all the lead out of it and then just toss the pencil. I don't know why, but I try to keep up with at least one of them. But come January, I'll be buying another pack anyway, which I'm okay with it. Now I also have to buy another pack of pens. I love the Sharpie ones, because it has the fine print on it, and it allows me the smooth writing that I do. But anyway, let's see. So let's just talk about whatever it is. And I already am about 16 minutes in, so I want to keep 4 more minutes total, then wrap it up. So right now I have to pick my major. I have my major, I'm looking for a minor, but I'm choosing a second major, and I'm super excited, and I'll announce it later once I get closer to it, because I'm still trying to decide a little, like, is it this or is it that way, which route do you want to take. And I'm just close from choosing, and I don't know, we'll see. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a good holiday. I am very into the holiday spirit right now. So like, I've ordered some things from catalogs and things. I'm just like super ready. So those are the only things that are left in that basket. I have just an idea. I have little folders here to, to keep me organized with the kids' schoolwork, things that need to go back to school or just need to stay in there just for, whatever it is. And I also have these little cards that I write little recipes, or say the shopping list and all that stuff in here. So I have those things, and I'll show you my lipstick or the product of the video, because I do want to do product reviews, and that is coming to you, so I'm going to kind of mix it up together. So the product today that I want to talk about is the Pearl Smoky Rose number 245. It's a Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick. I love this one, and I'll show you what it looks like. And I have it on here. Playing a little bit more just because. And as you can see, it doesn't have like much of a color for me. And so what it's giving me, it's more like a lip gloss sheen like thing, and I love it. Because I don't wear lip gloss because lip gloss don't do anything but stick to my lips and make it look weird. But if I compare this with the liner, you know, my favorite ColourPop, my only ColourPop liner. It's not even a liner, this is a lipstick, but I use it as a liner a lot of times with a lot of the lighter colors that I want to use now, because I'm trying to go a little bit more neutral, because I love my lipsticks, but I don't want to look super matted and you know, well, I don't think it's gothic, but what do you want to call it? I guess it's not gothic. What is it called? Vampy. Vampy is what I'm looking for. And I don't want to look all vampy every day, all day. Sometimes I just want to look just basic. And this gives me more of a vampy look. Although I love the color. It's more neutral than vampy, but still in the vampy, you know, category. So what I do, because I love this lipstick, 2 more minutes. It has it's a twist turny one, but then the shape of it, that little back part right there, will give it just enough so that you can use it as a liner, because it has like, if you turn around, it's like a little bit, you can see the corner of it, and it gives you like a little bit, and as you can see, it's kind of like sharpening it to like a fine point or so. And what it's been doing is allowing me to be able to turn it to the back and do a little bit of a line so that I don't, you know, give myself too much of a color. And I might not be doing this very well because you can't really see, but you know what I mean. So like I kind of go around the top, and a little bit around the top, and a little here, and then I'm kind of mesh the two together. And it gives that middle a little bit more pink of a color or tone or whatever, but not too much. But it looks like it could be a liner with lip gloss, but it's not. It's actually a lipstick. So these are my 2 favorite right now. And of course the ColourPop is in the color, what was his name? Because I can't remember. It's been a while since I talked about this thing. I kind of let it go because I know I love it so much. But apparently, maybe I wiped it off because I've been using it so much. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. I can't even see it. I still can't see it. I'm trying to get the light a little bit. It's oh, got it. The color is back here, but it's hard to see without the light. But it's the color Duke, and I love Duke. It's my favorite, and I want to purchase it again before the holiday goes off. So I do want to tell you guys, this is my last minute before I have to go. But online shopping is the greatest. I've been doing that of lately and haven't had too many problems. Last year I had to return a couple things, but it wasn't that hard to return, even though it was online shopping. So Monday, hopefully there are some good sales out there, and the ColourPop has my name all up on it. So I want to get me some more of these lipsticks. I'm looking for a browner color tone, and I have a couple other that I have my eye on. I'm not really going to do eyeshadow, but I'm looking for some brushes to update my list for that. And once I have those done, I'll definitely get on here and show you guys my collection as I, you know, gather it up, which I already have most of it, but I'm pretty much gonna just like show, you know, what's in the basket type of thing, and I have a little basket thing, so that's something to look forward to. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that video. Right now I'm just getting ready to go so I can get started on the next video, edit this one, and move forward. Hopefully it's just not too bad because it's only 2 parts. It's the part before and this part, and blend it all together or whatever, and then, you know, get it going. So thank you guys for watching. I look forward to giving you guys brand new content in the future, and to consistently give you information, you know, check back on here and all that stuff, and constant updates of what's happening with the, you know, the Pleasant Imperfectionist, and how I do things imperfectly. And make sure you keep things pleasantly. You can do the same things, just stay pleasant with your imperfections, and you too will be successful, or become as successful as you need to be, or you should be, or want to be, or however you want to put it. But for your success. I'm checking out, and again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And you guys have a blessed holiday season. We just passed Thanksgiving. We're looking forward to Christmas. Dumo's Christmas tree putting up, and hopefully I can put up that Christmas tree and film it for you guys, or just put up a little concept of what it looks like throughout the process. I do have a few pictures of my Thanksgiving dinner look like. I will post them, but they're not the greatest, but it's pleasantly imperfected, because that's how I like it. I will post those into the video, and hopefully it doesn't, make the video too long. And right now I'm still going over my minutes because I'm talking too much, but that's my thing. So you guys stay blessed, stay cool, stay whole, stay strong, and be pleasant with your imperfections. And you guys have a great, weekend or whatever, until I be able to see you guys again. See you soon. Bye. Going to aim and shoot zombies.